I think we're going to go ahead and get started. Thanks for joining, everybody. My name is Emily Diener, and I am located in Colorado. So this is my first time ever doing one of these Zoom things. So if you have questions, just jump in. The thing that I'm going to talk about really simply is how to have a super easy, successful party. You can follow all of the models and everything that's out there. You really just have to figure out what works for you. And so recently I attended a direct sales conference here in Colorado, the Belinda Ellsworth direct sales conference. And what was really great about it is we got some great takeaway information. And I just wanted to share some of those things with you. The biggest thing about Dove and what I love about it is how easy it is to get excited. It's a fabulous product and you can't go wrong with chocolate, but what's exciting is it's easy to talk about. So the biggest thing is that when you first start a party, you want to have some sort of positive affirmation for your guests of why they came and what they're going to get out of it. Obviously, they're going to get some delicious samples, but if you give them one of these positive affirmations, something like why they came or what fun they're going to have or how you're going to spoil them or how you're going to indulge them, those are great things to kind of set the tone. For me and my successes with Dove, for me, what works is to not be overly pushy. And I know sometimes when we get into sales companies, it's easy to get in panic mode of, oh my gosh, it's the end of the month and I need to hit this goal, so I'm going to push really hard. But it's such a fabulous product that if you are just excited about it, it's easy to sell. So you want to give them a positive affirmation and then you want to go for it. You want to punch it. So you want to get to the benefits. You want to get to what it's going to do for them. So I'm going to help you design a meal plan for the busy mom. We're going to learn how to work with some of our amazing baking products, let you sample some of our new products, some of those kind of things, and then feature some of the most popular items in that punch it section. So one of the ways that we learned this week in this class was kind of an opening line, which I think is super fabulous. So I'm just going to go ahead and start with it. So you're going to welcome everybody, say thanks for coming to my party. I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you, Amy, for hosting this amazing event. Today, what I'm going to do is I hope we have fun. I'm going to help you design an easy application for some of our savory items. I'm a stay-at-home mom of 3 kids under the age of 5, and so we have company that stops in to see our kids all the time, and company always wants to be fed. So what I'm going to show you today is 3 easy ways to use our savory products. So the first one is a simple, easy, one of our brand new products, and that is our Cocoa Raspberry Balsamic Glaze. What's so great about this is you don't have to have 35 ingredients for this. This item speaks for itself. And simply what I do is I have mozzarella cheese and tomatoes in my refrigerator. That's kind of one of my weekly staples. And I drizzle it on top of it. Makes for an easy appetizer, and my mother-in-law thinks I cooked for hours. So then the other thing that we're going to talk about is I hope you've all had an opportunity to try this item. This is the dark chocolate red wine cooking sauce. Again, I'm all about ease and making my life a little bit simpler. So it's just a simple appetizer option that you can get everybody in on. Just half a jar of this and a bottle of water in a crock pot with frozen meatballs, and it's instant cocktail meatballs. So easy options, and again, it makes it look like you've been working for hours when really you opened a couple jars and poured a little bit of water. So those are great things that you want to lead on. And then this other intro here is, if you feel like you can't get everything today that might be on your wish list, which most people can't because we have so many fabulous products you may want to try, why not host your own party? I love to treat my hostess special. I help you along the way, so it's not just a sign up for it and I leave you out to dry. I coach you along the way to have a successful product, and we want you to have the opportunity to earn as many free products as possible. If you're interested in how fun and easy my job is, I'd love to introduce you or even give you the opportunity to look at some information and see if this is a good fit for you. So that's an easy way to segment without being pushy and saying, oh my gosh, please buy my kit. Please, I need a recruit. I'm down one recruit this month. It's easy to just say, watch how easy and fun my job is and see if this is a good fit. And then you want to use some sort of descriptive word of, now let me introduce you to our fabulous Dove chocolate product line, and then go into it. So those are just some simple things that work for me. I've been with Dove since November and have had an amazing journey, an amazing ride. Super excited about the addition of the Sweet Shop. I hope you guys have all had a chance to see that. There's some fabulous prizes. And what really works for me and what has made me successful is figuring out what success looks like. Each month it really is going to be very, very different depending on your schedule and your life, and what else goes on in your life. And so I'm a very visual person. So I have a whiteboard that I write what that month's goals is, how many parties, how many recruits, if there's a dollar value. So I'm having a really hard time figuring out which items off the Sweet Shop list that I want, but as soon as I figure it out, those are going to go on my whiteboard as well. But that's all I really have. I just want to help you guys if there's any questions or things that we can go over together. But Amy, thanks for letting me do this and get my nerves out in my first Zoom class. Does anybody have any questions?
Nope, I don't think so.
Okay, so somebody text me and wanted to know some of the stuff that I've made. So one of the other products that I like, I have kind of a picky 4-year-old, and so getting her to do some of the savory items was a little bit difficult for me, but one of our favorites, I don't know if you guys have had a chance to have the white chocolate lemon peppercorn dressing. This by far has got to be my favorite product that we have in our line. And what I love to do with this is, so I like pork tenderloin, and I am a crock pot person. So I take a crock pot, I take a pork tenderloin, and I take about a half a cup to a quarter, or a half a cup to a full cup, depending on how big the pork tenderloin is, and a cup of water. And I make a shredded pork, and I put it over King's Hawaiian rolls, the most amazing mouth-watering shredded pork that you could ever imagine. And it's chocolate. I mean, how amazing is that? So that's super fun. I did a brunch this last weekend, and one of the items I did was chocolate covered bacon. That was a little bit different, but it was awesome. I just did bacon. I baked it in the oven so it was flat, and I just kind of baked it to not a super crispy, and then I let it cool, and I dipped it in the Chef Series dark chocolate. And oh my gosh, it was so amazing. Even people that aren't really big bacon fans wanted to try it. It's super trendy right now. And the chocolate and the salty was just a delicious combination. So it was super awesome. I really like the things that you can do with the savory line, just because I think that's what's unique about our product. All of our ready-to-eat are amazing, and I really truly haven't found an item that I don't like. But what's great about this is that there's so many versatile things that you can do with it, and that I think is what's unique about us, is that you have the opportunity to have some of the savory items and make it easy for you to use at home. Is there anything else I can answer? Okay, so Martini Fun. Amy wants me to talk about Martini Fun. So that, I think, is my favorite party, is the martinis, because there's so many things that you can do. It's on the DCD website, but there's a single page that has different martini options. My absolute favorite martini right now, because we're starting to get into warmer months, is the root beer martini. And it sounds kind of weird if you say that to yourself 10 times over, but oh my gosh, adult root beer floats. So it's our martini mix, the mudslide martini mix, and Bailey's Irish cream and a can of root beer. It is literally adult root beer float. Do not serve it to your children. But what's great about it is it's one that you can make non-alcoholic, super easy. And what I do with that is I just use the Bailey's Irish Cream coffee creamer instead of the actual Bailey's from the liquor store. Super easy, super fun, keeps your kids engaged, and who doesn't love an amazing root beer float? The other one that I really like is the one that the chefs put on the YouTube. It's the dark chocolate raspberry martini. So, what I like to do with my drinks is use more than one Dove product in it if possible so that you can show the versatility, but it also helps you upsell. So, it's a package of the white chocolate raspberry daiquiri mix. And you put that in with the serving size that's recommended for chocolate martinis of our chocolate martini mix. And then I use raspberry vodka. It makes an amazing dark red color, kind of looks like red velvet, but you get the amazing richness of the chocolate from the martini mix. So who could go wrong with amazing chocolate raspberry martinis? And it helps you upsell because when people want to know, what do I need to do to make this drink? You tell them, well, you need the daiquiri mix, you need the martini mix, and if you want to be really fancy, you can buy the chef series and melt it and drizzle it on the inside or rim your cups. There's 3 products that you want to sell to make an amazing drink.
Emily,
Okay.
where are those recipes at?
So that one is on the mydcdrecipes.com is the chocolate raspberry one, and then the other one I actually just found it. Somebody posted it on the DCD group. It's that says martini recipes, and I'll make sure to send it to Amy, and she can send it on to you. So this page that Amy just shared is my martini fund. This was a day where I did some research and development. And the one on the top left that doesn't have any topping, that is our root beer martini. And then moving to the right, this is what I use as an espresso martini. So our mudslide mix, I use Van Gogh espresso vodka and a little bit of milk. It's topped with chocolate whipped cream, but you can use the mousse mix if you do it. And then I like to top it with one of the espresso beans. Again, you're upselling your products, so this is a great opportunity. People that aren't super big in coffee don't love this one, but if you have a coffee addict, this is an amazing one. And then moving down.
What you're talking about, Emily, just so you know.
What's that?
I don't know what you're talking about. If anyone's coffee addict.
Coffee addicts, that must be Aubrey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to pop on. I'm driving. So
Oh, that's okay.
Just had to say hi.
So then on the bottom left, the red one, that is the dark chocolate raspberry one. And you can see that it makes that amazing rich red color, kind of like our red velvet mix. It's pretty to look at and it's amazing to drink. So it's nice and rich. And then that fruity one, that is a great summer drink. Before I knew that the sangria was coming back, this is my go-to fruity drink, and it's just our the white chocolate mango mojito mix. And I can do this one alcoholic or non-alcoholic. Non-alcoholic, I add Sprite, and alcohol, I use tequila. And you just I blend it in the blender with frozen pineapples instead of ice to give it just one more balanced flavor. So this was a horrible day that I had to spend doing research and development. This is our new cocoa raspberry balsamic glaze. We made skewers of it, so it's just avocado instead of basil, because my host had a basil allergy, so we did avocado, their mozzarella pieces, and just cherry tomatoes, and we drizzled the cocoa raspberry balsamic glaze on top of it. And then the other thing to the right is got to be the most simple appetizer you can do, but the burst of flavor in your mouth is amazing. It's Triscuits, just plain cream cheese, and a drizzle of the cocoa raspberry sauce. So there's so many things that you can use with this. It's awesome. The new glaze is probably one of my favorite items as well, because you can use it in sweet applications. You can use it in savory applications, easy appetizers. You can drink it if you want. I don't know. It's awesome. It's that good. I think people probably would. So those are all the things that I like to do. And yeah, I hope some of those tips help you guys. The biggest thing that I can just express is have fun with it. This is an amazing company to work for, an amazing product, and we literally get paid to play with chocolate. So how could you not love your jobs? Go to ready to eat, I think the easiest one. So I like to sample the sea salt rounds. One, because I like to talk about, if you guys have ever looked at it, one serving size is actually 17 rounds. That's kind of a lot of chocolate. For some, it might not be, but I don't know very many people that will probably sit 17 rounds. So it's a nice thing that you can pass off as a quick take one round, get a little chocolate fix. The other thing, 14 calories, sorry. But what is great also is that I recommend people putting them in the bottom of their coffee, instant sea salt mocha, way cheaper than Starbucks, probably a little bit healthier. So you can talk about the versatility of that. The other thing that is my go-to is always the almonds. I always have a box of them ready to eat. They're amazing, but there's so many things that you can do with them. Cakes, cookies, on top of ice cream. So it's great. I actually had a customer that smashed them up and rolled them in chicken, like rolled them in a chicken breast and baked them. I don't know how amazing that would be. It would probably be pretty good because you get that sweet and savory and kind of that crust. But those are, I think, my major go-tos, and probably my best sellers would be those two. Ooh, and crescent rolls. Yum. Ooh, that's good. Cool. So is there any other questions or anything that I can help anybody with? Awesome. Well, I won't take up much more of your time. Thanks for joining. I know everybody's super busy and have things going on. So hope some of you guys have some parties that you can try some of these ideas out this weekend. And always reach out if you need anything. We've got amazing leaders in this company, so it's awesome that we can all help each other out. But happy partying and happy Easter.